Good morning, guys. Welcome. It is Thursday, and we're gonna have a great day today. First, I want to give God all the glory and all the praise for waking me up this morning. Just the ability to trade, to make money, and help others make money, but also to trade with my beautiful wife.
Good morning.
So, with that said, guys, we are going to go over to the charts. I'm watching a couple of trades today. I was watching coin until it did that. I was okay with it being at 401, 402, but then it just did some crazy gap up even more. So because it gapped up even more, and there it go, it's now going to 405. I mean,
Damn.
that was a perfect opportunity. I was just looking for it to actually open here and
Maybe.
then break that candle.
May come down.
Maybe, right? Just maybe.
Maybe.
Just maybe. So coin is already gone. So bye bye coin. Damn, that sucks.
That happens sometimes when you do your analysis the night before, early in the morning, things happen. News come out. You never know what could happen.
Yeah. So coin was an opportunity that I was looking at. It's no longer that opportunity. If you notice, we gap all the way up here. So
And the market is open.
yeah, market open right now. So just pay attention right now, guys. We're gonna be careful. Starting out, I have my snow that just gave me an alert. Snow gapped up too. Crazy enough. Like this gapped up is hitting my take profit already. For snow.
Damn, everything gapped up.
Let me see right here with okay, shop didn't do it yet. So I'm looking at shop also to the upside. So a breakup right here. QQQ is pushing to the upside already. QQQ already gapped up though. All of this just sucks. All right, so we're being patient right now.
We have to wait for the first 15.
Yeah. So coin is coming back down. Um, where's our money?
Just listening from through.
Okay.
Good morning, everyone. Hope everybody's having an amazing Thursday.
All right, so right now everything is pulling back. So um just be cautious right now. We're not doing anything. I'm not getting in any trade right now. We have news also coming out at um we have news coming out at uh
Where is it?
9:15, 9:45. Oh, so I am looking at Apple though. So Apple, I am looking at Apple. Apple calls. Shit. I am looking at Apple calls. So Apple calls. Apple just broke to the
Damn, it's
upside.
moving fast.
Damn it.
Should have been prep. All right, I'm gonna look at the 217.50 calls.
So let me just look at the 5 minute first. Let's see all.
Wait. Let's make sure.
All right.
You know what I didn't do?
What?
It's okay though. I didn't save that stuff to the chart.
Let's hold on right here.
We're just prepping.
Let's hold on. I'm also looking at snow over here. Okay. I'm also looking at snow over here. So a break of snow, and then we'll be taking thing as well. A break of the high. Now, if you notice, my thing came in late.
I'll probably play with people today, so be cautious.
We're bouncing off the 200. We bounce off that level right there. So that's a good level. 30 minutes. On the day, though, it popped up and hit target on the day. Right there.
Mm-hmm.
No, no.
Just answer. Tell. Just you gotta answer.
Ma, I go call you back. Hello? Mac, you all right? Me call you after this. I make awesome. All right.
Listen, when your parents call, always answer. You don't ever know when something's going on. Never too busy to say hello. Side note.
I like Apple calls, guys. So let's wait right here.
Going to smoke. Oh, there you go. They already pushed back.
Shit. Damn it,
You want to do?
Mustafa.
It's no. You
Let's
gotta
wait.
wait for this 3 seconds,
Let's wait first.
and it started above that line, which I wanted to see.
I'm also watching Snow. Not Snow, sorry, not Snow, Shop.
Shopify.
Shopify.
SHOP. For those that are new, you may have to get used to the abbreviations, um, but it is Shopify's SHOP. Apple is AAPL. And it does tell you in the left hand corner their abbreviations so you guys know if you are new where to find those. And if you hear all this rumbling, it's trash day. The trash people are very loud right now.
See, my thing is I like Shop in an instant too because Shop doesn't have a top on it up here. So I already know Shop has gotta come back up to that level. Um, let's see though. We got news coming out at 10:15 at 10 9:45. So being patient is one of those things as well. I really like Apple though to the upside regardless. Um,
So yes, for shop, we're looking at a possible call if it breaks to the upside. So we put an alert right here. So if it breaks our alert, the notification will go on. So we'll let you guys know once that notification. You'll see it as well too. It'll come up on the screen with the notification. All the notifications on our screen will come up on the left hand side on the corner. But again, we'll tell everybody. So right now we're looking at a possible Apple call and we're looking at a possible shop call. We haven't gotten anything yet, but we do have like our finger on the trigger. So when it does happen, we're ready. So if we were to do Apple, I'm looking at a two. Let me see.
217.50.
That's what I was looking, or yeah, 217.50. That's what I would had originally.
Feel like I want to put testers, but
But again, if you're gonna do that, you just tell them, and they don't have to do it until you're ready. But you can also do a tester.
yeah.
So if you want to be safer, just like how we talked about, if you want to be safer in your time, so your contract doesn't get decayed or anything, you can go ahead and get next week's contract. Otherwise, if you're getting in and out, taking those profits, you could you could do it this week, but you got to take profits when you see your profits, guys. Especially when it gets down to like a Thursday and definitely a Friday, I go out to the next week contract.
All right, so we're pulling back.
Tell me what what's it called it is doing.
What?
Spot the actual market like Good morning,
Morning.
sunshine. Hmm?
What do
Oh,
you mean?
because he's swinging.
Huh?
He's swinging trades still.
See, Apple is pulling back right now. Coin already pulled all the way down. This is the reason why I don't like playing gaps. Okay. So if you was saying, all right,
She
coin
got
is bullish,
it.
then this would have happened. So you got in thinking, oh, coin is gonna pop more, right? You got in
On
on
the left hand
calls
side, guys, he's showing you guys.
right over here. You got in on calls, and then you would have got destroyed on coin. Okay. So what you have to make sure is that you just pay attention.
And he's just talking about gap ups, meaning like the price started higher than the previous day. And so he doesn't like when it gaps up. And it did gap up quite a few bucks. So now that pullback would have ate your contract up. So you would have been basically in the negative.
JP Morgan. JP Morgan actually gapped up and then pulled back.
Um, but you already got out of that.
Yeah, I did. So you see right now what we're doing right now, guys, we're just consolidating. Okay. We have news that's coming out at 9:45.
So keep that in mind.
So right here we have news that's coming out at 9:45.
Wait, and they're red folders. So when they're red folders, that means that it's important and it could, fluctuate the market. So we definitely are going to pay attention to that. We only got 4 minutes, 4.5 minutes left before that news comes out.
You are on it today, babe.
Listen, I went to the gym this morning. I'm pumped and ready to roll.
What is that? Broke weekly high? Oh my
It
gosh.
didn't do it yet. Go to the weekly for me. I think I put that up. But it
What?
did. So what the heck is that? Did it move?
What?
How, that is so odd. Why would that be there? I'm pissed.
What?
I'd be feeling like they be messing with my stuff because there's no way. So on the weekends, I take the weekends. I like taking my Saturdays. I don't really do too much, I just like to chill out when I'm done with the kids. I'll take like Saturday night. Instead of going out partying and doing stuff, I will sit down and chart and figure out what's actually going on for the week. What are some plays that we could play? I enjoy doing stuff like that. So just now, I just saw one of my alerts obviously got moved, and I'm mad because we could have got in on that a long time ago. So I don't even know what that was about. But sometimes we probably got to just take the weekend to analyze the market. Yes, we come in here for the live call outs, which is great, right? People are making money, we're having enjoying ourselves, but we also need to be accountable for our own trades for future. So take the time on the weekends and just chart up, see what you see. And if you see anything, then put it in the VIP chat, right? Like we're here as VIP. We're a family, guys. And the whole thing is to grow and to build together. So sometimes you might see something that we may not see and bring it to our radar. And so we can talk about it. So if you see a play, if you take the weekends and you chart and you see something that is valuable and that the community might be interested in, you could go ahead and put it in the VIP chat, and everybody that's on this live will get the notification and take a look at it, right? So we're not selfish. We're all here to grow and to learn together. And so if you see something, just make sure you just share it with the community. So not everybody's here to do day trading, to be in and out. Some people here want to do swing trades. So there are, swing trade opportunities. I believe you dropped some in the chat the other day.
Yeah, I did.
um, and I'm always seeing swing trade opportunities. So as an admin just as well, I will definitely start putting that in the VIP telling you what I'm looking at for not only daily, but what we're looking at for weekly or monthly or, on the higher time frames. For those of you that just want to swing trade. Because there's nothing wrong with swing trading. You might be busy, you might be at work, you might be doing things, but you just want, something that you could play at a longer term. I will look for that for you guys just as well. Yes, I love that too. We're all here to eat and grow together in this community. That's what it's about, guys. There's many times my friends will call me and say, "Hey, let's go out, let's do this." And I'm like, "No, I'm sitting down." Like this Saturday, I didn't go nowhere. I charted. I was on it.
What's your thoughts on here?
This is a reversal.
On the 5 minutes
And
to go
all
up.
time frame continuity to the upside.
Except for
And it's
that.
above the VWAP. So this is where you so when we say we're gonna put testers in, guys, like for example, I'm looking to put a tester in Apple, meaning that you don't go full position. You think that this is gonna move and you put some in, right? And if it goes your way, you can add to it. And if it doesn't, then you can quickly get out of it. So I think this is an opportunity right here for an
Yeah.
Apple call. So I'm gonna put some in here. I'm gonna put some in some Apple calls, but now I'm gonna do a 215. Let me hold on real quick. Let me see something. What do you say, baby? Yes, hold on. Let me see something real fast. Let me touch the two. Yeah, I'm gonna say Apple calls.
Yeah, we're bouncing off the VWAP right here.
Once it touch right here, this is a good little spot that you can get some, babe.
The only thing is if
Hold
it
on.
breaks below the 15.
Again, that's why we say tester. So when we talk about terminology, so a tester is not going full position.
Yeah,
It's
not
just
going in full position in the trade.
correct. Because we believe we see something, so we're just gonna put a tester in. If a tester to you is just one, then that's fine. You can go ahead and put a tester of just one. Yeah, what's the news saying? Hold on, what's
One came out good, one
came
came
out
out
bad?
bad.
So a little mixy there. I can't see the charts. Let me see time frame continuity. Oh, you're on a 15 minute. Hold on, Daddy's in. Hold on. 12 minutes left in that.
Yeah, I got a couple testers.
All right, so I'm in.
I'm also watching right here as far as for shop. AMD crossing 61. All right, AMD. Why am I just getting it broke here? Why am I just getting that though?
You probably
That's on the
needed that.
weekly.
That's the weekly.
Oh, it just broke the week. It just
All
broke the
time
week.
highs.
Yeah.
165 next.
I hate buying at all time highs.
Again, it's something you get in, get out. What is it hitting on?
But this definitely can push. It broke the week. We had it to break the week. So it broke the week.
Mm,
Oh, it's not all-time
no,
highs.
it's not for sure.
For some reason, I'm thinking it's all-time highs. So the
It never
next
hit
target.
the target yet on the
Oh, so
3 month.
64 is the target. That should have been a trade right here once it broke the day. Going in a lot of buy, sell level right here. That's 90 cents.
So, as we just sit and wait, if you guys have any questions in the VIP chat, make sure you drop your questions. And if you're enjoying the live call outs, go into the general chat,
Guys,
guys,
I
and
would
just
say
share that.
I
What's
would
that?
say Adobe. Adobe is a call. I've been watching Adobe. Adobe is a good call as well. So I'm gonna call out Adobe. With Adobe, get next week contracts.
So let's look at Adobe. Let's see where we're at on here. So we're going to change it to next week's contract, August 1st. What price is it? 75. Yeah. Get what you can afford.
If you can't get next week contract, you can get this week contract. Just make sure you're taking profit.
There's no top on that.
No. And I'm watching this too. Man, Bank of America up 161% on Bank of America. These are contracts up from thing. Bank of America. Bank of Now I'm expecting a green day, guys. So with this pullback, I'm expecting a green day based on the numbers that came out, especially with unemployment
Yeah.
coming out.
Show it to me.
The numbers are low, so unemployment came out for us, and it's 10,000 lower than expected. So with that, I'm expecting the day to be green overall. We just might have that pullback in the beginning of the day before we actually move higher. Now with snow is setting up perfect. In a sense, I like this. If we see this setup right here, um, and snow looks like this, a break above the yellow candle, a break above here, and I'm getting in calls, and my stop at that point will be the bottom of the yellow candle. So that will be a next play that I'll be getting into, which would be 3 at that point.
And last. Oh, so he was talking about at that time he had said shop, yes, SHOP. He said shop calls, but I mean it's
No,
moving already. But he had what'd you say?
What,
No, not
Shopify?
shop. No, no, no. Hold on. Let me read this question. She said, "Say it again regarding shop. Didn't catch it. What were you saying?" Oh,
No, a break above the current 15.
so we have to wait.
A break above the current 15, and then I'll take shop
But
calls.
we have 6 minutes left in this candle, this 15-minute candle.
Yeah. So I'm gonna wait for those. Shopify, we have 6 minutes left in Shopify. So we're gonna wait as far as to see what happens with that. But if we end like this with Shopify, then we'll be like, all right, we're gonna get into Shopify. If we break above, if the candle stays like this for the entire time, um, and we break above here, then I'll get in calls. A break below here, I'm not expecting to go into no puts with shop. I'm not expecting to go into no puts with shop. We're testing the two.
Mm.
I'm not convinced. We have to break below that and close below this. Break and close. We're bullish on.
Oh, we have 5 minutes before 10 o'clock. 5 minutes before the banks come in. Why the heck is this not really moving? You know what? I have next week's contract.
For what? Adobe?
Yeah, I was like, why is it not really pushing? If I had this week's contract, I would have been pushing.
You can get this week contract. You just know that you have to get out quick
No, I know.
because the spreads are horrible on it.
That's why I'm saying if you have next week's, you're like,
Oh my
basically,
God, what's going on with Bank of America?
what happened? Pushing.
Bank of America, JP Morgan, but Bank of America.
I mean, from the beginning of the week, it was crazy. Look at that.
Yeah.
Did a 3. Pushing now.
Bank of America is up 180%, 192%. On Bank of America, 200%.
So when he's talking about this, guys, we still have Bank of America plays. Again, we did call it out since Sunday when we looked over the charts.
All right, so you guys should be profitable for Adobe right now. Adobe is pushing. Um,
Damn, Bank of America is not playing with you. You're not ready yet? You sold it?
yeah.
You know what? I'm proud of you. You ain't got to be greedy.
No.
I love that for you. You know, people would be ecstatic for 200%.
I'm so focused right now, and I mean with the Apple, that's why we didn't go in full
No, I just said a tester.
yeah,
Like if you wanted to test
yeah,
it
if
and
you want to
see,
test it. So that's why I'm
you
like, yeah.
don't go in full position when you say tester. When I say tester, maybe just one, right? You just want to see if it does what it needs to do, then we put more. Because you don't want to lose, all your money. You don't go full position when we say tester. Oh,
No.
no, we're not. You only bought one, right?
No,
It's
Bank of
holding under
America.
200.
Bank of America. Like so here's a plan, right?
I said $50 for Bank of America.
Yeah, shit.
That's why I said the psych level. It didn't hit psych level. But I
No.
got you. There's red here, but we about to bust through this.
Yeah.
The banks are
That's
not playing. I
Bank of
told you guys
America
the
was
financial sectors. The one thing I looked at this weekend was the financial
all
sector.
right, guys. Adobe is
Adobe,
pushing.
everybody should be up on. We have 25 seconds before the banks come in. And when we say banks come in, that means 10 o'clock. So at
So
10 o'clock,
there's certain levels to Adobe right now. Um that we might experience. My target on Adobe on the weekly, because we broke the weekly earlier this week, is gonna be 387. Okay. But you have certain things that's gonna happen within that 387. You're gonna have this little red area right here. Um, which you have to pay attention to as
all
well.
right, it's 10 o'clock. You guys know I love a good trail stop. So if you get happy with your percentage, you can always put a trail stop so you stay green. Because the whole purpose of day trading is so you're making money daily, right? If you wanted to swing trade and go through, the fluctuations of the market, that's fine. But for daily money, I always say capture your money, put in a trail stop if you're able to. And if you don't know about it, you got to do some research, guys, just as well. So you put in a trail stop either at a certain cent or percentage. If it pulls back, you get out. You still in green.
If Apple breaks above this 15-minute candle, I'm probably gonna load the boat on Apple.
He's gonna basically mean he's gonna average in, right? So average in means like I'm gonna add more to my current position because now I see that it's going in the direction that I want. So
Guys, you see the yin and yang?
we bring out the best in each other. That's why we love trading together. Adobe is still pushing to the upside. It looks like we're going towards the our first target. So what percentage would they be up if they got in? Would you? I know you got this week. What's your you took your what's your percentage?
See the contracts on these
Do you
are,
have this week?
yeah, the spreads are horrible.
Oh, the spread. So, for example, if you know there's a certain percentage, there are some people that say I'm okay with 10%. Some people are okay. I'm with 20%. You have the option. What you can do is when you get into the trade, you can automatically put in a limit order. So you do your calculations, put in your limit order at what 10% is going to look like. So when it gets there, the system automatically takes you out versus you having to click market and hope that you get what you're supposed to get, right? So that's another way of doing it. Sometimes I will do like a limit order for a higher like amount. And if I have it on what's it called it?
So right now I'm at 31% on Adobe.
I love that for you. If you got next week's contract, you will not be up 31%. I'm telling you that right now because it's going to go a
But
little bit slower, but they're
the
safer.
yeah, it's safer, but also the contracts are horrible on this week's. Um you have to put in you have to put in a price if you well you have to put in a price on it,
The limit
the limit
order.
order on it.
I forgot what I was saying. Oh, I was telling them that they could put a limit order in for their amount and then just have it as an edit. So, like, if anything just happens to switch up on you, you can click market and sell it right away. Like, they're little strategies you'll learn over time. But at least that's just how I do it because my fingers stay on the trigger.
Yes, it does. All right, so Apple is bouncing off this 200, guys. So, um, would that just pay attention to Apple?
That was a good position to add to as well. When I hit that 200, but I'm not going to do that.
I am off of. Did how many trades did I call? Two.
Wait, what did we take? Two, right?
Yeah.
You were looking at was it shop?
Yeah, shop broke to the downside, so no.
So no. Okay, we're not looking at shop. I mean, technically, you should be looking at shop to the downside because
No.
time frame continuity
No.
is saying what it's saying.
No. No, 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 and no. Shop doesn't have a top on it for the day. So
Oh yeah, I didn't see that. Okay,
no.
you're right.
Shop
When you right, you right.
shop will eventually go back up here. Just I don't trust the downward movement.
All right. So for time frame continuity purposes, um, Apple just switched to all green. So that's a good sign that we should start to push back up. But we are still below VWAP on the 15-minute. So we just got to break past that and break the previous 15 so we can show, that bullish move.
Apple is looking good to the upside.
Sorry, guys, I'm drinking my breakfast. That was in good manners.
And here goes Apple.
Taking profit.
Yeah, see how the contracts are just
Did you
horrible?
put a limit?
Yeah, because the contracts went from, and this is what I was saying, the contracts went from 330 to
Mm-hmm.
now that drop right there.
That little drop.
Yeah, it went
Yeah.
to
Just
360.
know if you're buying this week's contract, a little pullback could instantly kill your contract. And especially for you guys being new, I would rather you be safer. I mean, if you're not new, then that's fine. But if you're new, I would rather you be safer. That's why I say go out for next week.
Apple is looking good to the upside, guys.
Kind of felt like I should have bought when it bounced off at 200 personally, but that's the old me playing. But we gonna wait for the sign of the reversal. So you're out of Adobe.
I sold some.
All right. So if you guys we scaled out of Adobe already. So just so you guys know, it's okay. 30 something percent, 40% is still good. Cosmic Healer, did you scale out as well? I saw you say same. Yes. Awesome. Love it. You're learning.
Apple.
Yeah, you see that reversal that happened there?
Yeah, well, Apple gonna come back down.
I know, but you saw the reversal. We could have got in right there on the reversal.
Apple have to come back down right here.
Yeah, the gap
Yeah. This is what I talk about every time, guys.
about gap.
See that gap? It just closed the gap, so that's fine. Now the gap closed, but before it didn't close the gap. So that's why during daytime, during like if you were in calls, if you got in right here and you see a pop-up like this, then you should have took profit up here if you got in on a trade on Apple
On a
from
5
right
minute.
here on a 5 minute, because we know that Apple is gonna pull back and come back down and close the gap. Apple had a gap, it opened right here, went straight up, so now it came back down and closed that gap. Okay, so those are the things that you have to pay attention to when you're trading.
Take me off the 5 minute. Give me like a 15. I
Yeah,
need something to
you
look
don't
at.
like
I don't want to
looking
see
at.
that. I don't want to see the fluctuation. Okay, question. Could you do two different plays where you do a test run, call, then test put? Sorry if this is a silly question. Um,
That's
so okay,
you
let me ex-
can do that,
but
but what's the
there's no sense, right? So if you see a position or a particular play and it's bullish and we're running, I wouldn't want to put a test in inputs so on the same company. So for example, you know what some people do, like today for example was Chipotle's earnings. Not telling y'all to do this, I'm just giving you an example. Some people would have said, you know what, I'm going to put a position as calls and I'm going to do a position as puts on earnings because you don't know. To me, when we do that, that is a form of gambling, right? That's how I see that. We're gambling because we don't know.
you're doing a
So
50-50
you're
bet,
doing a 50-50 bet.
and I'm not into 50-50 bets.
No. So
So
I feel like if we get into this position is because we saw something. And if we're wrong, we just get out of it and be okay. You guys have to, we as a community have to be okay with losses, right? And George actually made a TikTok or Instagram short form video yesterday. I think it's on YouTube too. And he talked about yesterday's play and how important it is to understand stop loss and be okay with it. So when we got into trading many years ago, right? And we got stopped out, that would hurt us to the core and mess up our whole day. But now that we're seasoned into this, we understand that stop loss are there for a reason, right? Stop losses are there so we don't blow our account because if you have money, if you don't have no money, you're done, right? You got to replenish and so forth. So stop losses are there to save you from losing your whole account. And we have to be okay with that. Like I literally saw a reel the other day. The guy was mad happy. He's like, yeah, man, my stop loss hit. Like he was pumped. He was like, why? Because back in the day, he used to blow accounts and used to mess him up. But now, like seasoned traders are okay because we have to know where we're going to get in and get out. And we have to also know not every trade is going to play out in our favor because sometimes it could be news, it could be, somebody said the wrong thing and we're just in it at that time. Um because there was a pullback made me wonder. Yes. Now, side note, you can play, for example, some people play Apple, let's say on a 5 minute. If you see a 5 minute go up and it gave you that reversal and you took it up and you got out and you took profit, but then you saw the reversal to come back down, those are two separate plays because you saw two separate, situations. So in that case, You can play it up and you can play it down. Some people do that on SPY, play it up, play it down, so forth. You have the option to do that, but I'm not going to put in a put and a call at the same time. Whereas there may be people, but like I said, to me, that's a form of gambling
So
because we're choosing it's like a 50-50. I'm not sure what we're about to do, so I'm just going to put it on. But you can definitely play one stock and just play it up and down throughout the day. You definitely can do that. Yeah, not the same time. Yeah, that's what I meant. Not the same. Oh, okay, okay. I thought you meant at the same time you put it in a. But yeah, we could choose, for example, just because he has QQQ here on the now he moved it. Sorry, the chart. But it's okay. I was
I'll
gonna
go back.
you go back? Okay, bring it
I'm
back
just
up. Let me
I'm
see.
just looking at certain things. Like as far as what's happening in overall market.
It's okay. Go back up. Okay, so just like a quick little teaching session, right? So, for example, we're going to look at this candle here on the right hand side with QQQ. Say we're playing off of this is a daily time frame, which is fine, right? So it broke here to the upside. You could have got in, wrote it up, got out, right? Now we see this candle the next day, or if this was a 5 minute, that's fine. You see, oh, it broke, it came down, you took profit, hit profit, like literally hit it to the T, got out. Then you could do it again. Like you can play this up and down. For example, look at this, right? QQQ this morning broke from the inside. So it's letting us know this isn't a bullish move. It went up and it hit take profit. Take profit was actually down here and it went past that. So
All right,
there are a lot of opportunities to play. And we're looking at Apple
so
for
if
us to add into our position that we currently have.
yeah, if Apple breaks above
Do you
this
have enough
15,
to buy
guys,
one more? No? Okay, it's okay. You can just hold it.
you bought 215.
Which price range? Which one did you get? Okay.
You bought 217.
217. What's your position?
You did the same thing like Tesla.
Yes, too far.
Why did you do 220?
But maybe that's all he had.
No.
It's okay.
No.
No, he didn't tell you that. We're just trying to tell you to stay close to the money if you can. Okay. He has other positions. That's what he's trying to say. Listen, there's no dumb question at all. Don't ever feel like you guys have a question about anything, small, big, it doesn't matter. That's what we're here for, right? So ask your questions while you're here in the VIP chat. I love questions, it keeps us interactive. Most of the times it's quiet, so I like having questions. So, like you said, we all made money on Adobe. So, Adobe was a win. So, we can check that one. So, you guys know we have our limit of 3 for the day. That's George and I's limit. Everybody's going to be different according to your trading plan that you set up for yourself. But we just find that 3 is enough for us. And then it also allows us to be done by a certain time frame. So that's why I said, okay, Adobe, check, right? We made our money on Adobe. We're out. We don't have to worry about that. Now we're in Apple currently. We're still holding Apple. We went in with a tester. We're waiting to see if it breaks to the upside. We can add some more to our position, scale into that. If he decides we're going to go into a third, maybe. It's Thursday, might be done after Apple. We'll see how this plays. But 3 trades is our personal limit. And if I got two profitable trades, most of the time I don't go in a third. So I always recommend when you're first getting started, just create what your trading plan is going to be and stick to your rules, right? Stick to your rules. If you notice when you're journaling, and make sure you know where you're documenting and you know what you're doing and how things are going, because if you know like, okay, on this particular day it's not really the best day for me, I get scared out maybe on a Monday, then you sit down on your hands, right? You don't have to trade every single day, but there's always an opportunity in the market. We just have to find the right opportunity. And in order to find that, you got to prep the night before or the week on the weekend so you can see a clear picture. And sometimes, we might get into something and it doesn't go our way. We get out and guess what? An hour or the next day, it hits the target where we wanted. But we'll be okay with it. Now we're looking at Apple to break to the upside here. Thank you. Guys, I am very passionate about helping and teaching people. And I know sometimes my delivery can be a little strong. And it's not, they always say, oh, that New York come out of you or something, but it's not that. It's just that I just get really passionate about seeing people win because everybody that connects to me, I want to see everybody win. And so it comes off a little bit, it's not harsh, but it just comes off like, okay, girl, I get it. But it's just because I have love for what we do. I have love to see everybody win and eat together as a family. And that's just me, right? I'm just that this is what brings me joy. This is what brings me joy. And my husband too. Like he's a teacher at heart, like a teacher at heart. Like he loves teaching and he will sit here for hours. Sometimes he will probably overwhelm you with information because
Yeah.
he just so passionate about it, right? So just like with real estate, he teaches real estate as well too. And he gets really deep into this stuff because this is what his passion is about.
Um, we're bouncing off of levels here, guys, and like I said, SPY has a good way to go.
He's still in spy calls too.
SPY has a good way to go, but we are having a nice setup right here on SPY.
I wanted to reverse, go to the hub because I mean we
Well,
were
the
there.
thing is, we should end in a green day today. And that could be it, but I don't see us just bouncing around right there.
Slow and steady wins the race.
Now, remember, guys, we have one. This is gonna be the
Don't we have another
first.
news coming out tonight, or are we done completely?
No, there's no more news today.
Nothing else. 10 new home sales, but it's
New home
it's
sales
orange
already.
folder. It
New
didn't
home
come out
sales.
yet.
No, it already
It
came
didn't.
out.
Where is it? I didn't see it populate here. That's why. Oh, now it populated. You
Yeah,
refreshed.
new home sales is down. I expected that though.
Yeah.
Existing home sales is down. New home sales is gonna be down. Um,
You're on a 1 hour for the Apple.
I know.
Oh, okay. Let me see 4 hour. I like to see all time frames. Oh, look at that. That was good when it broke originally off of the 4 hour.
All right, so Apple is now pushing back up. A break above here, and Apple should push back up.
Microsoft. So I joined the live at 9:30 and must have missed the update on Microsoft. As a recall, it was on the potential list from your video last night. What was the outcome of that?
Microsoft gap up, so I didn't take it, but Microsoft hit target. So
Go to it real quick.
Microsoft on the day So Microsoft did exactly what I said last night.
You see this big gap here? That space between the two candles?
Microsoft gapped up and opened up here. So because it opened up here, I did not take it because
Yeah.
it gapped up. It gapped up like what $3. It gapped up from here to here. So because it gapped up, I didn't take it. Now, if it had opened here and break this
Same
level,
thing with coin. Yep.
I would have
Same
took
thing.
it, and my target was 510, which it hit 510.50. So it hit the target,
Let me see this apple.
but I didn't take it because it gapped up.
Could actually add a little position here if you wanted
Where?
to.
No.
He's like, no, I'm a little bit more riskier than you.
It's okay. It's okay.
You know, in a relationship, when you're trading, there's one person that's a little bit more conservative,
Yeah,
and then
now
one person that's a
now
little bit more risky,
now I'll be
right?
like, yeah, now I'll be like, take it.
Why? It's the same thing. I just
No.
why?
Well,
It
you
was the
have
same setup.
we have 17, we have 12 seconds left
Okay,
in this
after
candle.
that.
So after this 12 seconds, if we break above, we want a 5 minute to come down a little bit. This new 5 minute, 2 seconds. So with this 5 minute, now we gapped up on this five, okay? So right here, we gapped up on this five. We need to come down. There we go. So now we close at five. So now we're good.
Did it break? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have the opportunity to average in at this point because it's showing us a sign of the reversal that we were waiting for.
Now the original take of the trade have already, because it broke this level right here, which was where we wanted to get in. Okay. But that happened so quick we said wait. Okay. So we waited. We saw the pullback, but now we have a reversal on that 15 minute. Okay. So we bounce off this 200. We break this candle right here. Now we have that higher high that's being created on the 15 minute. So with a higher high being created on the 15 minute, we should push back up to test day high. Right now, Apple is bullish on the week. Okay, so Apple is bullish on the week. Apple broke an inside week. Apple is also bullish on the month. Okay, so Apple is also bullish on the month. So Apple, in a sense, can come up. I talk about this too, to 220. Okay, but will that happen in one day? We're not sure. We just know targets. This is on a monthly time frame, so it could take all month. Remember, now we have 7 more days in the month, so it could take 7 days to get there. It could take another month to get there because this is a monthly time frame. QQQ is pulling back up also to the upside.
How much more time in that candle? We got a minute. That is a perfect one because if it breaks, then it'll show you the reversal for a minute and a half. So we have a minute and a half
We have
less You want to wait? Yeah, wait for it
That
up
one
there.
hour. The one
Almost
hour is
30 more minutes.
bearish.
So we have a minute left in this 15-minute candle. So we could expect a pullback at the 15. And it usually always does it. I remember when I first started options, he used to always tell me, you better close out before that 15 because you're going to expect a pullback. You see the pullback happening?
All right, so we have a new 15-minute coming in 10 seconds.
I do like what QQQ is doing, is pushing up.
Yeah, it could come up here and then reject though.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying I like the direction that it's going.
Like sometimes this have to do with patience. You have an hour left in this. You have 30 minutes left in this 1 hour for QQQ. The 1 hour is bearish, so this can pop up and then continue to drop on QQQ. Um, right here on the 30 minute. On the 30 minute, we have an inside bar, so a break above here, and we should go back to all-time highs
For
for
the
the
line.
day. So break above that line.
So we wanted to break this red line.
So break above there.
Yeah, yeah. Why your line so thick?
Yeah.
So this morning, you guys know I just like to chat. I mean, we have time. We're waiting patiently, right? So this morning we had did a live this morning, and the topic that we spoke about was finding different vehicles to fund your life. And for some people, their passion might be traveling. For some, it might be, you like to shop. Some people are into cars and homes. Everybody's going to be different. We all want different things out of life. And we were saying that you have to find a vehicle to fund that. So if you say, you know what, I want to travel more in this season of my life. Well, instead of taking your 9 to 5 income and traveling, you take your 9 to 5 income and create a business opportunity so you can make money. And then you go out and fund that lifestyle, right? So if you know, okay, you know what, I know I need a new vehicle, let me just make this, let me learn how to trade, let me take the money, learn this skill, because this is a skill that no one can ever take away from you. This is something that you're going to always have basically for life, right? And you could teach not only, yourself, but obviously your kids and so forth. And and do what you want, but use a vehicle to fund that. So anytime I wanted something, I remember back in the day, my husband's like, okay, so what is that vehicle that you're going to be using to get that? Right? When I had the SUV, what's that vehicle? Oh, I'm getting this, or I gotta buy a house, or I gotta buy something in order for me to get the thing that I want. So I always encourage people, learn how to trade. Learn how to trade, take this seriously, and use it as your means to fund something. If it's a business that you want to start, take the funds from trading and put it in this business. GS broke weekly high.
That can't be right.
Is it late? Let me see. Go up. You you see?
No,
Wait. Let me
it
see the week.
just
That's the
did.
15. Go to weekly.
It just did. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah,
You see? That's what I'm
no.
saying. No, it went up earlier.
Yeah, so why is
Why
it
does
going
it
off
keep going
again?
off? Can you go into the alerts and just shut it off? Because that's gonna frustrate me. Because that's not the first time that went off.
Why did it keep on
It
going
says cross. I don't know. Just delete it. It is what it is. We already knew the banks were gonna rise.
off?
So yes, back to what I was saying. Have a goal for this, right? Like, we're not trading just to not do nothing. Figure out what your goal is going to be. What would you like to purchase for yourself, or where would you like to go? And, I'm a very like low key person. I don't do like crazy designers and all of that different stuff. What brings me joy, and again, everybody's view on life is going to be different. So some of you may not know, I've battled lupus. I was on dialysis and I had to get a kidney transplant. So my perspective on life is going to be a lot different than the average person, because I know what it feels like to be hooked up to machines and have to fight for your life. And so for me, it's all about memories for me. It's not the flashy stuff, it's about the memories for me. So it's about traveling and spending time with my kids. And, for some people, just to have the freedom when my kids come home, they see me here. And just living on my own terms, that is what brings me joy. So on 2 days ago, when we all was trading and we made, guess what we did? I went and I booked a flight so I can go on my trip. So I want to just travel and relax and just less stress, right? So, like I said, everybody's goals for what they're trying to accomplish is going to look different. You just have to figure out what that is going to be for you. Look at Meta, y'all. This is like the perfect little setup
Chill,
going on here.
chill. Some meta is on some.
I
Let me
like it.
let me put back Apple though.
But look, you see? 3-1, boom,
Three
hit
one.
target.
There's couple 3 1s.
I know, it's another one, another one presenting itself. Come on, Apple. Push up. You hungry? Huh? Yeah, you can go get something to eat. You still in your trade? Okay. Nothing. I'm just watching you. I don't step away when I'm trading.
I really
No, I'm just
like.
kidding. Go ahead. Go take a shower. I love trading with my son. He's hilarious. He's like the most chill person you'll ever meet. No emotion. I guess he get that from his daddy, because
None.
no emotion at all. Just like, okay, whatever. I like meta. So we're gonna say meta for the third one and the final one for today.
Meta looks really good though.
Mm-hmm. Let me see meta on the 1 hour.
It's the inside.
It is.
But
I
it
told you,
bounced.
man.
Look where it
Yeah,
bounced
off the
off.
200, I see it. 3-1 here. I see it.
Go back on the 15.
You get in
Oh
there.
my
Gotta
god!
get
Wait,
out
wait.
there.
Move the line.
Why? It will change. You will be able to see. I am a lines person, guys. See, everybody trades differently,
The
right?
thing is, the line is there, so if it breaks the line, you could tell. But the thing is, once it break, it tells
I
you
know, I get it.
the color
But
change.
let me tell y'all something, okay? Trading with your spouse can be lovely, but it also could be frustrating because we have different everybody has different learning styles. Everybody looks at things differently. Yes, we trade together, but we damn sure analyze differently and we see things differently. I am a type of person, my chart will be locked up with lines and he'd be like, oh my God, this is frustrating me. But to each person is different. It depends on the day and the mood that I'm feeling. Some days I would trade with nothing. Like I would have a bear chart because I do price action. So I have a bear chart. I don't have to have all of this stuff on here all the time. But it just depends. He don't like lines, as you could tell. He deleted my line. Right? Girl, he's too much.
Meta is looking crazy. This whole thing is like, guys, this reminds me a little bit about yesterday, where prices just messing around. Now, again, based on the news that we got earlier today, as far as unemployment, um, we should be positive, or should end the day off positive. The other numbers came in good. One number came in good. One number came in bad. Um, so we're looking at that. Meta now. Meta went up. Meta broke from yesterday, which is a good thing because I'm like, I told you guys yesterday on Meta, if we end like this, yesterday we were gonna gap up, which we did. So we gap up from right here at 13, we gap up to 17. Okay. Um, but now we came up and kind of test this level and we're bouncing, right? If you look where it bounced off of VWAP and then pop back up. Okay, so in a sense, right now we're consolidating for another move. And the move is looking like it's more to the upside, but there's certain things happening. We have inside bars happening right here. But now, if you look at the 30-minute, we have inside bars happening right there, which now we're consolidating on the 30-minute time frame. And now we're consolidating again on this 1 hour time frame. Right now, the 15-minute didn't break yet. We have 3 minutes left in this 15-minute. I don't want this 15-minute to break. I honestly don't want it to break. I want it to just stay within this area, probably end somewhere right here, little bit above VWAP. Like, thank you. Just do that, right? So end somewhere right there, and then a new 15-minute candle comes in and break this high. If we break above here, then I'm more inclined to take calls going up. Same thing with the downside. If it come down and break this low right here, you could take it to the downside as well. So we have 2 minutes left. Um, a lot of things are sideways right now. Kind of remind me of yesterday.
So Apple just came out with introducing Apple Care One, covering multiple Apple products in one convenient plan for one low price with all the benefits of Apple Care One. You know what this reminds me of? You know who's doing this? Best Buy. All the devices in your home coverage. So they're
Oh,
switching over to that concept. And they just sent out an email 40 minutes ago.
all right. So you see what they're doing right now. So now, if this breaks this 50, if it break the 15 minute with 1 minute left, that's crazy, right? Because they're
But
just
they but
messing with you
yeah.
and chop.
Mm.
So they're just chopping right now. It's basically that's what's happening right now, is just chopping. See, it broke with couple seconds left, 1 minute left on it. It broke with 1 minute left. Okay. So now when it break, it might come back in and then start over a whole new 15-minute candle. And then we consolidate within this range again. I would rather it didn't break and we leave it as a one, which is an inside bar, um, which it would have been yellow. I would rather it been an inside bar and the next new candle come in. That will tell me that the buy pressure is going to be a lot more greater on the break to the upside.
Hmm. Or just break the previous and do a continuation.
It can. But now you're wondering if you should just sit on your hands and wait till this 1 hour candle ends. Because that 1 hour candle right here is telling you, hey,
Mm.
we're still an inside bar.
Pretty much. All right, new 15 just came in.
See, it already broke. But
No continuation out.
yeah. So right now we're just sitting, guys, being patient. Meta looks like it can push. Meta target really is up here at this high. Dollar something low. But Meta should go back up to day high, but we'll wait and see. We could chop. Yeah, up 20%. It did show us it, but
Hmm?
it's a Meta.
Yeah,
This little move right here is 20%.
already.
from the time I looked at the contracts. Oh shit.
What?
Look, SPY. Remember?
Damn, man.
SPY just broke day high.
Missed that push.
Mm,
I mean, we can't watch everything,
yeah.
right? So,
The reversal
yeah,
on here.
that was it.
Meta should push, Apple
Yeah.
should push.
Just have to be patient.
Just wait on here. Man, it really didn't move a lot for the day. It only moved $1.30 for the day so far.
Mm.
So we really haven't moved a lot so far for the day. Now we're starting to move. There's a push on SPY. You're seeing it in Meta too. So we're coming up right up here, guys. Right up at this level. Again, we could have jumped in it, but I just, sometimes you just want to be.
I said if you break it, it will be a continuation of.
Yeah.
Any other questions that you guys might have?
It's a double inside on the 30-minute. So right here, guys, on the 1 hour, we're still at inside bar on the 1 hour. So the reason why I didn't touch Meta is because we have 8 minutes left on this. Now, can we push and break here in 8 minutes? Yeah, we can. But we might consolidate. We might pull back and play around. And then once we break above here, that 1 hour candle, once we break above this 1 hour candle, this current candle right now, then I'll be more inclined to do something. But for right now, there's a lot of chop that's going on. And it reminds me of yesterday with all the chop. I like shop back to the upside too. But look at shop. There's a double inside though.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a double inside on shop. Mm. Need to see some type of push. Is QQQ pushing as well? Okay, QQQ just reversed on the 30-minute to the upside. What the 15-minute looks like. 15-minute looks like that as well. The 1 hour. Oh, that's a nice looking 1 hour candle.
Mm. You got 5 minutes left. Gotta let it ride.
Yeah, it's a nice looking 1 hour candle. So we're just being patient right now, guys. There's nothing to it being patient right now. If you're still in Adobe, Adobe you still should be good. Remember, it's next week that you have it for. I still have,
Similar.
yeah. See, this on Apple just not mad there right now. And this is why I didn't want to take full position on Apple. It's still good as far as the thing. We're bullish,
Mm-hmm.
but it's just everything is sideways.
We have 5 more minutes left on this live. Just giving updates. And before we get off, we will tell you where um, what we're looking at.
QQQ should go back up to day's high. We have 3 minutes left on here. So if we come back and then we just break, we come down first, open down, bounce off of this line, break the high, then we should go back up to day high right here and continue up. Okay, we should continue up on QQQ. Right now we have a bull flag. Okay, so right now we have a bull flag. I really don't trade these as much, but you could train your eyes to see certain things. And this is called basically a bull flag where you have right here and you have right here. Okay, so you have like a flag in a sense set up, right? So you have this right here. So you needed to see it break above, close above, and continue up, right? That will be considered a bull flag because you have the pole right here. So this right here is the pole, and then you have like the flag. So that's why they call it a bull flag. So you have a straight up move with some consolidation coming in this range, and then a break above this, and then it will be considered a bull flag. So that's why people say a bull flag. A bear flag will just be the opposite of that. So right now we're pushing on QQQ, which we're pushing back up. Didn't even want to wait. Like why you couldn't wait? But it's pushing back up to this target right here, which is like what I was saying. Target, which is day high. So you want to see some type of pullback first. We have a minute 45 seconds. You want to see some type of pullback first. Once you have that pullback, once you have the pullback, then a continuation. So for Apple, I'm still bullish on Apple. So you guys, I'm still bullish on Apple. So I'm bullish on Apple to the upside. If Apple breaks below day low, um,
So you guys can go ahead and mark it
if
so you
Apple
know.
breaks below day low right here at 213.40, then I may cut the testers that I have in here. However, a break above here, and we're gonna continue to the upside. Like I said, I'm bullish on the day. Like even with shop right now, shop gapped up a little bit. Shop gapped up a little bit right there. I don't like that it gapped up a little bit. I don't like that it gapped up a little bit. I want it to pull back first. If it pull back first and close this little small gap, I really don't want it to break. um, but in a sense, I'll be bullish on yeah, damn it, man. Come on. Don't do that. Like you're begging something not to do it right away, right? Because you know, like, all right, that pullback might happen. Now, in a sense, if shop breaks right here, so say for instance, if shop breaks right here, this 30-minute candle, I'll be bullish on shop, right? The stop loss will be right down here. Okay. So if it comes back down and break this right here, then I'll also have that as a level that I would get out. But right now, the only thing we're in is Apple. And if you guys never close out your Adobe, I'm still bullish on Adobe. That's why I told you guys to buy for next week. A break above right here for Apple, a break above 214.83, a break above 214.83, and Apple will be bullish again, and we will go back up to test day high. Um, let me see right here. Yes, 15 minutes. Yeah, we will go back up to test day high. Damn it, man. Shop is gonna break. I don't want it to though.
Listen, when you guys get deep in this, y'all gonna be talking to yourself. You're gonna think you crazy. You're gonna be having whole full blown conversations with
So
yourself.
sometimes I forgot that I'm on a live because guys, there's sometimes you will talk to yourself and you talk about scenarios, right? You're gonna have to look at scenarios as far as what can happen and what will happen, or if it happened, this is what you do, the actions you take, right? So I'm looking on Shop right now, and Shop has a very good setup as far as what we would like to see for a trade, which is a double inside bar on a 30-minute candle,
So basically,
right?
meaning it's been consolidating, and now we're looking for it to break out.
So we have a 3 and 3-1-1 setup. Now, the only thing that I don't like about this is that shop gapped up a little bit. It gapped up, and you have that little gap right
It looked like
below it.
about to go break it.
Correct. That's why I don't like it. I want it to come down.
Sometimes you don't get what you want.
So if it come
Oh,
down,
maybe,
yeah,
there you
come
go.
on, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. So I would rather it break it. I would rather it retrace and come down first. Close this gap right here, because that tells me once it closes this gap, then we're gonna continue up. Remember this: a gap on the day time frame, a gap like while you're trading during the day and you see a gap up, that gap have to close. No matter what, that gap have to close, and most likely, um, I'll say most likely it will close during that day. Okay, during that day, this gap will come down and close. Okay, you have a very high likely chance that that gap will come down and close. So that's why if it break above here, I would want to get in, but I know that it's a possibility of coming back down here, right? Which will mess my contract up. But now, um, the stop loss, if I get into the trade, I already know where my stop loss is. If I get into this trade, then yes, it break right here. It don't have to come back right away. So you could get in the trade. But what happens now is your stop loss will be at the bottom. See, now it break. Damn it. um, so now it break, right? So this is bullish right now. Okay. We're bullish on shop. Now remember, I mentioned to you guys, shop doesn't have a top on it. Okay. At the top on the daily time frame, shop doesn't have a top on it. Okay. It did gap up, but then it came down. But shop doesn't have a top on it. So what I'm looking for is, there it goes. See how we're retracing back down? I want to see that come down and close this. I want it to close this gap. Once we close this gap, then all right, we're good. We know that, all right, we could take it to the upside. But now when we're taking it to the upside, our stop loss, we already know where our stop loss is. Our stop loss is going to be the bottom of this candle right here, because if it break this candle, that means that we're going to continue down and fall more. So we know that we can get into the trade right here on the break of this, continue up, and we already know where our stop loss is. So that's the good thing about when you get in trades, you want to know where your stop loss is. So no matter what, you could minimize your losses. Okay, always try to minimize your losses. Before, when I used to trade, I used to be like, I used to hold on to it, hoping for things to happen. Oh, look at that.
Damn, look at that push. And we literally sat here and watched. Look at that. Oh
Oh
my
my.
God. Everybody named Mama looking at shop right now. That's where that, you see that?
And I'm pissing shit.
He sat here and talked about it. We all could have been eating up for that one, but it's all good.
Well, I was waiting to call it when it come down and do
I
this.
just said it ain't always gonna have your way. You're not always gonna have your way. It may come down later.
Shop just did me dirty.
Listen, Apple broke to the upside on the 15, guys.
Shop just did me dirty.
You see, we be just staying on longer. We supposed to be off a while ago.
Shop just did me dirty, babe.
You're gonna have to take that one. You're gonna have to suck that one up. No, you was just talking. If it was me, I'd have just took it. But I get it. You wanted to come down and close the gap.
Shop did me dirty.
It pushed all the way up too.
Hallelujah. Shop. Yo, why you did that?
I can't with you.
Oh man. So that's what I'm talking about, guys. That's the trade. The trade just, so the first target in a sense just hit, which I'm pissed about. I'm just a little bit pissed about it. I'm a little bit pissed about it. Um, this is the reason why I said not to get in meta yet, guys, because meta is breaking back down. So we're doing a lot of consolidating right here. That's the reason why I said don't get in meta yet. Because of that simple fact that we can't break back down. Because if you look at the 1 hour, we were at inside bar, so we could just chop right within this range right here. So I sometimes it's like, yeah, you saw me say something, and yeah, like, you know, you could have made money on here, on this push up right here. We literally move, the contracts move 20% from here to here. The contracts move 20%, but some people would be like, oh, I'm gonna wait to see if it goes back up to here, and then when it retrace and come back down, now you're crying. So that's why I said always take profit. That's the reason for my madness as far as taking profit. Yeah, shop just pushed up, right? But we still have to come back down here. No matter what, we still have to come back down here for shop. And Like, yeah, it might push. It might push, but it got to come back down here. So I'm
Don't sit
I'm
here and act like you ain't mad about
I am mad
it.
though. I'm pissed. I'm pissed because that's profit right there. I
That's a
am
good
pissed.
bit of profit too, right there.
I am a little bit pissed, babe.
It's all good.
All good, all good, all good. So right now, guys, the only thing that we're in is
So we had a profitable. What was the first one again? Adobe. Adobe.
yeah,
Some
Adobe.
people are maybe holding it long term. Okay. And then we're still in Apple. Apple broke to the upside just now. So we're just, he already told you the levels for Apple. So you guys have to learn to monitor your trades. This is why we tell you to watch where the stop. That's ask questions, right? Where's the stop loss? Where's the take profit? And at the end of the day, you have to make your own decision um, in what you decide to do. This is not financial advice. I'm
Stop,
just gonna put that out there.
stop it, stop it,
Oh man.
stop it. Yeah,
You guys are a great group of people, and thank you guys so much for
um,
entrusting us on your journey. I appreciate you guys.
man, shit.
Are you are you still on this trade?
No, cause you
So
know
why are
what?
we watching it? Why are you sitting
Cause
here?
cause I know that, like I mentioned, like Spy is gonna end green,
Is that
and
spot?
like,
Oh, I thought he was looking at shops still.
yeah, these are the reason, guys. I have a reason for my madness. Okay, so right here, I told you guys that the market will be green. When I say the market will be green, it's mostly Spy, but QQQ may follow. But because I've learned to look at certain things, as far as news and numbers, and just analyzing the market, like today, like I said, the day should be the day should end green, but also um not necessarily say it should end green, but we should have that green day, where we have that push up. Okay, so now there's nothing stopping this, apart from if I put um let me do this. I'll open up. What did I just do? I just messed my whole thing up.
Just open it up. Why?
All right, let me see if I could do this real quick.
Didn't I tell you guys he likes teaching? Didn't I say sometimes he would overload you on some days?
Yeah, hold on. Let me just.
Well, you see the reversal line gold on the 30-minute.
Yeah.
So we should be pushing up.
Well, goal is its own thing from the other day too.
Its own beast.
If you guys want to monitor this, like just to show, but this should come back down. Shop should come back down at least to close this before anything. Apple. This is what, a 30-minute. Apple is looking. Oh.
I said Apple reversed.
Apple is a double inside on a 30-minute. Oh, we good, baby. We good. Um. Oh,
Yeah,
let
just
me just.
let it be.
Apple just broke the
I'm gonna go
30
make
minute.
breakfast for my kids.
Yeah. Let me.
This is motherhood at its finest.
Yeah. Now you guys, you guys should be in. If you still have your Riot, you should be profitable. By the way, you should be up on
Oh
Riot.
yeah, I'm up on right.
Um, we talked about Riot yesterday, so if you're still holding Riot, you should be profitable. Um, oh my gosh, look at GS 27.25 on GS from that break. Um, all
What
right,
you doing?
all right. So I get the wife look.
We
So
have things to do today.
All right, guys. So with that said, all right, guys. So with that said, Apple is pushing back up to the highs for Apple right there. Apple is pushing back up to the highs right now. Apple is a good call, just period right now because we broke here. We're gonna go back up to day high. If you notice right now, we're touching previous day high right there. And we should break and continue up, guys. Right now, I'm up on these calls 13% and down on those three. So, guys, just monitor if you're in Apple, monitor your Apple, um, monitor your Apple trades. We should be profitable right now. If you had took the trade, you should be profitable.
Yes, all the way up, girl. All the way. Love it. You gonna sit here? Wait. Are you putting in your take profit? So you do have the ability to just put in your take profit, like I told you guys. So if there's a certain percentage, if you're okay with a certain percentage, you could just put in that limit order instead of waiting for market to click market. You could put in what your take profit could be. So you scaling out? What you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's scaling out of Apple, just so you guys know, in profit. So that is a 2 for 2. That's 2 for 2 today, guys. We were profitable on both trades. And if for those of you that are swinging Riot with us, we're still in it and it's profitable too.
Yep. All right, guys. So with
Have a
that
blessed
said,
day.
monitor your trades. Like I said, look at this with Shop. You see how Shop come right back down? Um, it's just the way of the market, guys. So with that said, have a beautiful rest of your day. Make sure you're monitoring your trades. If you're still in Adobe, I think Adobe is fine for at least for the swing into next week. And also with here, Apple should go back up to day high and continue. Okay. My target on Apple is, let me just give you my target on Apple real quick as far as day. We might have some rejection right at 16 to 16.25. We might have some rejection right there. But ultimately, um, we have 218, and then we're gonna have that 220 range, like I said. All right, so that's gonna be the range for today for Apple, guys. Make sure you monitor your trade and make sure you're taking profit. Make sure you at least scaling out when it comes to you taking trades and taking an Apple profit. Okay. With that said, guys, have a beautiful rest of your day. And we'll see you guys tomorrow morning.
Peace.